Fresh dope, fresh dope. Fresh dope, fresh dope. Fresh dope, fresh dope. Fresh dope.
Yeah, about that, I forgot to hit the record button.
Man, it's the Fresh Dope Podcast. We on, nigga.
What up? Welcome to, I don't even know what to call this really, other than what appears to be a knockoff version of Fresh Dope Podcast, but really in its entirety is going to be an interview of my boy, A.D., the Backpack Kid. Well,
So,
that's
yeah,
a retro
that's
right
very,
there.
very rich. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. I figure I'd give you a little opportunity. You do such a good job of interviewing all these celebrities all day. You know what I mean? You're on the radio, you talking a lot, but you don't ever get to talk about yourself.
Right.
And you're doing some big things, and I want you to give you a platform to talk about backpacks for Class X, man. Let's go with that.
Pretty much it's just a second-year campaign. We're just trying to raise school supplies for the community of Las Vegas. And our goal this year is 1,000 backpacks.
1,000?
1,000 filled backpacks by the end of the summer, the start of the school year. And we're going to donate them to the Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth.
Okay.
And then they will divvy them out to the kids as needed. But hopefully we can just give the Las Vegas community a boost going into the 16-17 school year. Some confidence, not having to worry about a fresh backpack or fresh school supplies, because we'll be able to do that too.
Yeah, that's an extra layer of confidence they can have when they have the proper materials, right?
Right.
It's hard to learn when you don't even have a pencil. And you haven't going to carry your books. Like, I couldn't imagine.
You don't have any confidence without that either. You got to have the proper materials, and hopefully that'll instill like, oh, this is going to be a good year.
Yeah, for sure. So this is your second year. How many did you deliver last year?
Last year we just delivered just over 500.
Yeah.
And then a boatload of school supplies.
Wow.
Now 1,000 was the goal last year as well. We just didn't reach it. But this year definitely we'll reach 1,000.
Definitely. So what made you pick this cause? I mean, you've really been spearheading this whole thing. I've been very impressed. It's like one of my best friends. I was like, damn, he's running his own little charity right now.
I appreciate it.
So what made you pick the youth, man? The youth.
It's just I think the youth is where it starts. I think the youth always needs help, regardless of whether it's small help or big help. I think this is just one of those things that hopefully maybe can possibly impact somebody's day and enough to impact their entire future in a positive way. And plus, it's pretty big on education. Not that you need it. However, we talked about this the other day. I also think that it's a good structured platform for kids to be involved in, and maybe could push them either route. It could push them several different routes. School has just so many options, so providing this boost of confidence with backpacks and school supplies could help them possibly take on the school year or look at the school year in a different light than maybe what they had before.
So you're basically trying to give these kids a better option, better outlook on the system, pretty much, of the education system.
Correct.
All right. Well, I mean, that's pretty big. I mean, considering what today's events are, man, I feel like a lot of times the kids need it the most, man. We need to start with the kids, right?
Right.
Our parents always said we are the future, right?
That's true.
Damn, we ain't the future no more.
No, it's we're still the future to an extent. We're just the future for a different generation. These kids are really the future, though. The kids are still in grade school, still in high school. These kids are really the future. They can impact the world in a major way. And they're not their brain hasn't been morphed by society too much yet to where they will go down a rotten path. I think they're still maturing. They can still be molded into a positive route.
Okay, for sure. Like, so you're basically saying they still can be saved.
Of course.
Not that everybody needs to be saved, but
Right. They kids can definitely still go down the right path if helped along the way sometimes.
Have you done any other volunteer work or charity work or anything?
I just volunteered at several animal shelters over the years.
Okay.
And a couple after school programs.
All right.
Nothing as of recently. The last few years, yeah.
So what's the toughest part about running this whole thing? Because I mean, you're it, right? You're the guy on the streets yelling that backpacks are Class X.
For the most part, in so many words, it's just not necessarily tough, like getting it together. Just it was more so tough getting it off the ground, getting it started. But once that was it, then it's kind of good to go.
Would you ever think about expanding the drive to more cities?
Oh, definitely. I wanted to do that this year. I just don't think I was well prepared.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to wait until I had that structure, until I had that base foundation. And next year, definitely trying to spearhead into different cities.
That'd be awesome. I would really love to see it trend nationally. That I think would make me extremely proud.
That would
Fresh
be
Dope would be extremely proud.
Hella dope.
All right, so let me ask you a little softball question here. Coolest backpack you gave?
That's tough. There's a lot of backpacks. I tend to be along the lines of like the JanSport, the
Classics.
the classics. Solid black, or you have there's one that's have this like black and white checkered backpack. I'm not gonna lie though, last year you gave out a backpack that was pretty dope. It was for like a kindergartner. It was a little bit smaller, but it was this glossy red, and it was Minnie Mouse, but the backpack was dope.
It was dope.
It was really
Any backpacks you've held back, like switched out with one of your old bags just because you liked it too much?
A couple times just to use them for like the day or like the week, but everything else, like I stick to my regular classic black bag, and everything else just gets donated. As many bags as possible.
For sure.
I'm trying to just give them away.
Well, man, I appreciate you sitting down with me. You're a perfect representation of being the change.
I appreciate it. Okay.
I mean, that's really a big thing. And like I said, I'm proud of you, my brother.
My God. Love.
Fresh Dope.
Boom. Hey.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police.
Spread yourself. Do it good. Spread yourself.
What da dang, what da dang. Hey, listen to my 9mm go bang.
Yo, Jay, hit it. Let's go. This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right.
On time.
It's tricky.
Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Tricky. Fresh Dope.